Hello and welcome. You're here with Jason Ott, owner of Empowered Prevention, and we are in clinic talking about clinical things like calendula. So this is a bag of the calendula. I have some made in tincture, but I thought it'd be cool to see the actual flower itself. You've probably seen these before. You might even have friends that are growing them, and you never even knew it. Calendula, the primary organ systems that it benefits is the digestive system and your skin. You can take it both internally or externally, and we're going to dive into some of the reasons why I like it, why it helped me, and why different clients liked it as well based on what they were dealing with. So, calendula, aka marigold. Let's talk about it. All right. So it doesn't get enough praise for what it can do in the digestive system. I think that there's so many products, whether it's makeups and lotions, creams, salves, that use it topically because it's great topically. But I want you to think about how well it works topically on improving collagen production, improving the skin, scrapes, bruises, inflammation, redness. When you use it, it repairs it and brings your skin back to look more normal, right? If you have similar things going on inside your body, like with my colitis, I was bleeding in my stools, right? So I had exposed nerve endings. I had breaks in my intestinal lining and colon. This will help repair them. So it's not used if I have a deep cut, right? Like where I can see my bone. That's too big. What we want is scrapes, little things like that clot up, and now the tissue just needs the nutrients to repair. That's what it does. It stimulates the production and provides the nutrients needed to build and repair that soft tissue. In this case, we're talking skin, intestinal lining. That's a phenomenal thing to have in your corner. And so we don't use it. I don't feel like people use it enough for the digestive system when you're having those problems. I do credit this as one of the herbs along with gotu kola and red clover. I'm forgetting one other one, but for helping repair the lining of my intestinal tract and stopping that bleeding, because it's one thing to reduce inflammation and not being as much pain, but then actually healing it so that you can just be done with that symptom is a huge one. So it's a strong anti-inflammatory, it's a strong antimicrobial, so for different skin conditions, it can help that, right? So like forms of eczema, dermatitis, it can help combat the pathogen side. AKA it'll help do that in your microbiome, in your stomach, in your liver, in your intestines too. It's antispasmodic. Again, internally, people get spasms all the time in their digestive system. This helps calm that down. It's a lymphatic stimulant. So it has enough nutrients to help renew and build the fluid of the lymphatic system up, but it'll also help stimulate the flow of it since our lymphatic system does not have a pump. The closest thing to the pump that our lymphatic system has is our diaphragm, our breathing, and that's if it's healthy, right? Most people with digestive conditions have impaired breathing and poor or weak diaphragm health, so they don't get a good pump. This will help move it when it's sluggish. It is a great herb. It's a cholagogue, so it's going to be an herb that is going to be helpful to women and their menstruation symptoms or lack thereof. It will help either or, help regulate that, balance that out a little bit for you. There's some women that are in perimenopause and then menopausal that are not having their cycle anymore, but they're having hot flashes and other things go on. Recently, there's been a couple of my clients that have been using this, and it's really helped them in that area. So I know that there's some overlap that we're still trying to understand as it relates to the hormonal side of it, but it's almost acting kind of like a raspberry leaf in helping regulate the endocrine system and the stress response for menopausal women. That's my theory, not speaking from what we do know, just that's what I've seen and observed in the people that I work with. It's a warming herb, so that it's going to help loosen things up a little bit too and promote some blood flow to it. It is a powerful wound healer. That's literally what it says right here. Powerful wound and tissue healer, both externally and internally. There's only a few herbs I feel like do a really good job with that, and calendula is definitely one of them. It will be very supportive of bile production and bile strength. So it'll assist the liver, but primarily the gallbladder in strengthening the bile, but also producing the bile. So digestively can be very helpful for things like a sluggish digestive system where things just don't like to move through very well. Outside of that, safety, you don't got much to worry about. If you have an allergy to daisies, that's about it. There's no known contraindications with medications or other problems in the body. It's just if you got that allergy to daisies. So for most everybody, it's going to be safe. Obviously, you got to do your own research and anything can happen, but it's a very safe one. You can take it as an infusion. So like I got my herbal infusion here. Which is a potent cup of tea essentially. I got probably 15 different tablespoons of herbs in here. So you can have a lot. So you can have a high amount of it. You can have it just as tea. You can take it in capsules. Like I said, I make a salve for my skin. I actually use this as one of the primary active ingredients to help with that repair. You can take it as tincture as well. You don't need much if you're having it in tincture though. A little goes a long way, which is also a great thing. So I mean, even 1 or 2 milliliters should do the trick if it's a good infusion. Doesn't taste bad either. So you should be able to enjoy it and hide it just about anywhere. This would be one, though, that I would definitely experiment with internally and externally. You probably are going to see it on topical products now if you haven't before already, because it is in a lot of them, especially nowadays. But check into it for your digestive system because people don't do that enough, and it is very helpful. I hope you like meeting calendula, aka marigold. That's a great ally for you when you're dealing with just about anything related to wounds and collagen production.